Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Gore. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On the return, Harris. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
At the 30-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Jets first down.
Back to throw, Darnold toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
And that'll bring up second down.
Jenkins on the coverage.
Play action. It's Darnold. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And it's third down.
It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
Darnold from the gun. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Jets nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Number 41, Alvin Kamara.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's good.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 20.
Gore. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, it's Darnold. Sean Perriman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Crowder's got it over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Jamison Crowder. 30 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
As a fan, is there any...
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Oh, I know how I feel.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Breeze now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Cook. Cook a first down and more. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for, they got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Again, it's Breeze. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, Darnold. Screen play, Johnson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on second down. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
A gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Jets 6.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, Deontay Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down. Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This returnable for Harris. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Now this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
There again is Thomas. They've gone in a lot. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run. This is Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of 15.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
To Chris Herndon. An 8-yard pickup. And the Jets 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Darnold completes it, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
For New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this carries into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
and with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards? Wow, that's a really big game. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Third down. And
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon.
Darnold's pass.
Darnold to his tight end, Herndon. First down, New York.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. This time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying,